Hello, everyone, and welcome to our feature focus on completing a Compass evaluation. My name is Peter McKinney, and I am a Compass Plus consultant trainer, and I lead on our virtual delivery program. In today's session, I'm going to show you what the updated Compass evaluation looks like, where to access your results, and how you can copy and share your Compass evaluations. So before jumping into the demo, I thought it would be helpful to give you all the context around the Compass evaluation update and highlight the ongoing work that has influenced these developments. So I won't go through this slide in great detail, but just wanted to highlight the key milestones that have certainly contributed towards updating the Compass evaluations. Updates have been made to all three versions of the Compass evaluation. So the Compass evaluation for schools, the Compass evaluation for specialist settings, excuse me, and the Compass evaluation for FE and ITPs. Now, don't forget that the updates will be live in our digital products in Compass Plus and in Compass from the 3rd of November. So we're nearly ready to dive into Compass Plus to take a look at the updated evaluation. But before I start my walkthrough, there are just a few things that I want to note. So this session is all about showing you what the updated evaluation looks like. So I won't read every question, but I will make sure I display each one on the screen long enough for you to see what it looks like within Compass Plus or within Compass. I'll also show you what the results look like after you complete an evaluation, excuse me, and where you can find the historic evaluations and how you can then copy and share those results as well. So don't forget, there are some questions in the evaluation that don't count towards your final Gatsby benchmark results. And these will be indicated in product and are also flagged on the PDF versions, which we have for each of the evaluation type. And finally, just to sort of point out that my Compass Plus demo account has the Compass evaluation for schools evaluation type. So if you are using the Compass evaluation for specialist settings or the Compass evaluation for FE and ITPs, the questions will slightly differ depending on your setting. So if you want to view and download a copy of the relevant evaluation type prior to completing your Compass evaluation, excuse me, these are also available and can be found within the Help Center. Right, okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we're into our Compass Plus account, and where we go to start things off is on our evaluations from the main navigation bar. So we click into Compass evaluations, and if we are using Compass, just click on the Get Started under the Our Compass Evaluation section. So the look and feel of the updated evaluation is exactly the same in both Compass Plus and Compass itself. So you can download the Compass evaluation questions here in this middle section on number 2. And when you're ready to start your Compass evaluation, you just go to step 3 and click on Start Your Evaluation. So, as it says here, we do recommend completing a Compass evaluation once a term and suggest that it may take around half an hour to do this. So, once I've taken you through the evaluation, I'll show you what your results look like and where you can find them in Compass Plus. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to start to record our evaluation responses. So the information here, everyone, will be pulled through from your MIS, your Management Information System, and it populates into Compass Plus, and this will all be pre-populated. If you're completing an evaluation in Compass, you will need to enter that learner data and those learner numbers yourself. For each of the Gatsby benchmarks, we can see here you are given a brief introduction and the option to save and continue to move forward with the evaluation. Or if you need to, you can amend your response. You can also click previous to go back one stage. So you will see a progress bar at the top. So we can see it up here. And as you complete your evaluation questions, that moves from the left to the right. So don't forget, you can also save your progress at any time, and then you can return to your evaluation later. Okay, So, for some questions like this one here, there might be a link that you can follow to find out more information about something. So, in this case, careers leader training. So, we've got to find out more. The hyperlink will open in a new window so you can continue completing your evaluation as well. So, yes, there. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the purpose of this session is to show you what the updated evaluation looks like. So please, when I'm completing it, don't pay too much attention to my responses as we go through the questions for each benchmark, as they are just for purposes of demonstration. Okay, so as you can see here, our response has triggered another question to be asked. And as we go through each benchmark, I will make sure I enter appropriate responses to demonstrate other conditional questions, very much like this one here. Here is another one triggered, and another. Just allowing you enough time to read the questions. Okay, so if something is underlined within a question, everyone, like this here, just hover your mouse over the text to see the pop-up prompt. Also, just to be mindful that questions formatted like this allow you to select more than one response, so you can then select all that apply to that particular question. So you'll notice here there's been a few additional questions based on our answers. Okay, so here we have another pop-up, and this is for sustained destinations. So if I just hover over there, and this is then designed to help you answer the question. Okay, so for questions that ask about meaningful encounters, there's a helpful definition of meaningful included to help you select the most appropriate response. Yeah, and another description of meaningful. Okay, so as I referenced at the beginning of the session, some responses do not contribute towards your overall Gatsby benchmark score. So as you can see here, there is a sentence at the end of the question that identifies this down here at the bottom. So it's also important that you pay particular attention to the words in bold, as they may be, and any that may be underlined as well, sorry, for questions that look like this. See the bold again at the top here in this question. Bold again here. Okay, and again here, everyone, just to flag that there are questions for Gatsby Benchmark 7 where the responses will not count towards your overall compass evaluation result. Okay, so the next two questions look very similar, but are very different as well. So I want to point out that question 7.6 says offered at least two meaningful encounters, and 7.7 says attended at least two meaningful encounters. Okay, so when you're ready to submit your evaluation responses, just click on the green Submit Evaluation Result, and then you can view your results straight away. Okay. So once you've completed an evaluation, everyone, you'll automatically get an email with a link to your results, and this is what they will then look like. So you will see an overall percentage achieved for each of the benchmarks down the right-hand side. And what we can do is we can just click on the down arrow to expand your results to view each individual question. Questions with a red cross indicate areas where you've not achieved what's required to meet that particular benchmark. And when you expand your results, you will see the links for further guidance and resources to help you achieve 100% for each of your benchmarks. So you get those links at the bottom as well. So moving up to the top here, so we were just looking in the results. We've also got the data visualization. So you can view your results as a data visualization as well. And this is great to download. So we can see our visualization here for our benchmark results. And we can literally just download as a PDF, clicking on the green download button. You can then share this with key stakeholders involved in careers, or you could add it to your strategic careers plan as well. There's also the option to share the link to your compass evaluation results by clicking on the green share button here. And then what you can do is this will automatically create a link for you. And then you could copy and paste that into Teams or into an email. And you can share that with anyone who can access the link online. So they don't naturally have to have Compass Plus or Compass account to view the results. They could just access it via the internet. And when you've completed more than one compass evaluation, you can then use the comparison and you can compare your results by using this drop down box here. Okay, so if we just go to this one here, so your previous evaluation results will be highlighted in grey. And as I start to bring the session to a close now, I also wanted to show you where you can find your previous, in progress, and historic reviews as well. So this is a comparison between your current and your previous. And where we go to find our historic evaluations is back to the Compass Plus evaluation page. So in the top section here, any that you've got completed or in progress will all be housed here using the updated evaluation. So in the previously completed section, this is the updated evaluation section. And your historic evaluations, which are down here, these are your compass evaluations carried out using the original compass evaluation questions, and they can all be found in this particular section here. Now, finally, just a little bit more functionality to show you. If I scroll back up here, here you can copy your previous evaluation to a new evaluation. So clicking the copy button here allows you to save time by allowing you to amend your previous responses rather than starting a brand new evaluation all over again. You can also share your evaluation results here too. So just clicking the green button, it will create a link and then you can share that link with whoever you need to. You can also delete any previous evaluations that you no longer need. And if you have any saved, then the part way through completing the compass evaluation, you can just click resume and go back to where you left off in that particular evaluation as well. Okay, so just coming to a close now. So if you feel that you require any further support or guidance on completing the Compass evaluation, we'll have the updated Help Centre articles on both Compass Plus and Encompass Help Centres from the 3rd of November. You can head to the resource directory to find out more about the updated evaluations as well. And there's also, sorry, a short course on the Careers and Enterprise Academy about the updates too. And just finally on there, do reach out to your ECs or your hubs if you have any questions about the updated evaluations. So thank you for your time today and goodbye.